dark room alone. Wishing, hoping for you to call my phone. Silence, darkness all around me. Black, the fear of losing you is gonna make me crack. Give me a chance to miss you, you said 1,000 days ago. It seems like that missing me is not predominant for you and your new boss. Praying, wanting to be released. Pain, longing, yearning for a whole heart again. Drowning, suffocating in a sea so deep. Imprisoning, torturing me in your dark key. Give me a chance to miss you, you said 1,000 days ago. It seems like that missing me is not predominant for you and your new boss. Let me live, set me free, stop killing me. Let me live, set me free, stop killing me. Give me a chance to miss you, you said 1,000 days ago. It seems like that missing me is not predominant for you and your new boss.
Hey, what the hell do you want me to do? Hey, does it look like I'm static to you? You might look twice, 'cause I'm moving. Okay, you see that I can walk, which is good, but still you're trying to make me talk like you would. Your intention's nice, you're improving. For all you know, you're doing fine. But I guess this shows that even jewelry that's fake to shine. So shut your mouth now, big boy. I'm just myself, not your toy. It's in my nature to be changing. Now is it so hard to see? You cannot make me to be someone who never will be changing. So what the hell do you want me to say? Another halting rhyme, another cliche. You might be right this one time. You take for granted I'm your servant subdued. It doesn't make sense to me but to you. So here's one last ride, makeshift rhyme. For all you know, I'm just a fool, but I guess that shows. You cannot judge a dog just by its drool. So shut your mouth now, big boy. I'm just myself, not your toy. It's in my nature to be changing. Now is it so hard to see? You cannot make me to be someone who never will be changing. 'Cause I change with time, and that's not a crime. Someone like you cannot derange me. Yeah, I change with time, and that's not a crime. It's in my nature to be changing.
She's a pretty girl, she's always falling down, and I think I just fell in love with her, but she won't ever remember. And I could always find her at the bottom of a plastic cup, drowning in drunk sincerity, sad and lonely girl. Quit crying your eyes out, quit crying your eyes out, and baby come on, isn't there something familiar about me? The past is only the future with the lights on. Quit crying your eyes out, baby. And she said, I think we're running out of alcohol tonight. I hate this fucking town, and all my best friends will be the death of me, but they won't ever remember. So please take me far away before I melt into the ground, and all my words get used against me. You sad and lonely girl, quit crying your eyes out, quit crying your eyes out, and baby come on, isn't there something familiar about me? The past is only the future with the lights on. Quit crying your eyes out, baby. Quit crying your eyes out, quit crying your eyes out, and baby come on, isn't there something familiar about me? The past is only the future with the lights on. Quit crying your eyes out, isn't there something familiar about me? Quit crying your eyes out, the past is only the future with the lights on. Quit crying your eyes out, baby.
Hey, and thanks for checking out this week's cover of Baby Come On by Plus 44.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and please let us know about any future cover suggestions in the comments section below.
Take the bike out for a ride, cruising through a land so wide. I leave it all behind, your world and my hauntings. They can't bring salvation, cold nights alone and waiting. Is there absolution anywhere in God's garden?
Take the bike out for a ride, cruising through a land so wide. I leave it all behind, your world and my hauntings. They can't bring salvation, cold nights alone and waiting. Is there absolution anywhere in God's garden?
It's my quandary, my own problem. Will never give up, never cave in. No white flags, no surrender. My middle finger for all board members.
It's my quandary, my own problem. Will never give up, never cave in. No white flags, no surrender. My middle finger for all board members. Burdens are for me to carry, won't share them with anyone. Not with you, my love, and not with these lines.
I see the temptations here and everywhere I am going. I must be strong, give me the strength to deny them. It's my quandary, my own problem.
Will never give up, never cave in.
No white flags, no surrender. My middle finger for all board members.
It's my quandary, my own problem. Will never give up, never cave in. No white flags, no surrender. My middle finger for all board members. I don't need anyone in times like these. Love is a withering flower.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing on this rainy Tuesday? It's not that I don't like this rain now, because man, we had a lot of heat and a lot of sun, and sure, my flowers and my plants really need that rain. If you're expecting me to lead over to say hi to Minerva, I have to disappoint you. That little rascal is not here. He's not online. I guess he's still sleeping. He did play a long, long time yesterday. So I'm guessing he's still asleep. Well, we can have to do without him. Good morning. Yapping on a Tuesday. And again, we'll do college football after. We'll have the first meaningful game today against Ohio State. 5-0 Ohio State against 5-1 Illinois. So that's going to be fun. All right. So, major news from yesterday? Nah, we'll do what we're always doing. We go with the weather. Yeah, I had a terrible PT Live yesterday. Somehow, most of the a lot of things weren't right there with the daily lineup. Very, very like Hunter Brown and all that. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah. And this doesn't look good here. What we got? We got the Mets. We got Baltimore. Looks like a late start and play to you. Okay, Eli, Kevin. Not Eli Roth. Eli Roth is somebody else. Eli Roth is somebody else. Until Minerva's here, let's have some music, huh? Let's have some music in the background until Minerva's here. Alright, so we got Seattle, we got the Yankees. Looks like a dry start. The storm is moving in around 9. Might not finish up after that, so my concern here is the game doesn't go 9 innings. Not a little loud, is it? Let's go this way. Need to revisit. So I would avoid Seattle and New York for today. Boston and Colorado. I think most of the scattered showers should hold off until after the game. The few that move in before that, likely not. Okay, so Boston is going to be fine. Boston, Colorado is going to be fine. Toronto White Sox. Woof. Okay, I'm going to avoid Chicago, Toronto too. So Seattle and New York, as well as Toronto, Chicago White Sox. Okay, that's a late start. Atlanta Athletics, warm with winds out to center in the kiddie park. Hey, pop stars, how you doing? In the kiddie park. I like that. Hope you're having a good time in Florida. And first game we are having here, it's Baltimore. It's the New York Mets. Yeah, this might be a delay, but then after the delay they should play. Brandon Young. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, this is a tough pitching matchup here against the Mets. Yeah, this does not look good. Clay Holmes has been pretty good. Yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup for Baltimore. I'm fine. I'm missing the little rascal. Hope everything is good. Everything is fine there. I have no idea. I was sleeping. Was there a big announcement? No. I don't see anything. The only thing that you have to vote is tell them if you are coming back next year. But I see that you did vote on that one. Nothing else. All right. What are you fishing for? What's the your preferred game fish? We got Detroit, we got Tampa Bay. Yeah, Detroit won yesterday, of course, so that was, oh, you dang it. Hopefully Detroit, Tampa Bay can get those in the next two. Jack Flaherty is, of course, one of those candidates that presents a pretty good chance here for Tampa Bay. So Bull Sharks. Okay, I got it. Bull Sharks, I get it. Seattle, New York. Like I said, this is probably not gonna happen. Or if they play, probably not gonna be ending now. All right. We got Boston, we got Colorado, Kyle Freeland, and Brian Bayo. Bayo is having a great season, man. I did not think that would be, that he would turn it around there, but he does. He really does, so. And actually, he is on pace to have his, the most innings per start, so yeah. Maybe a small one, okay. Well, I don't care how small they are. They fucking bite. Yeah, best season so far for Brian Bayo. And Kyle Freeland here. He really struggled to begin with, but he kind of like out of the last 5, he had 4 good starts, so don't blame him here really for his bad numbers. Actually, out of the last 8, he had 6 good starts. So he is on the up and up, but of course Boston is the clear-cut favorite here. We got Miami, we got Cincinnati. Yuri Perez, I like him a lot. There's Minerva. Good morning, sunshine.
You're a dirty mouth.
Why? I said
I
good
knew
morning,
you-
sunshine.
I knew going to bed at 3 a.m. was a bad idea.
Yeah, and I expected nothing else. So nothing. I wasn't. I'm not mad or anything. It's just, yeah, I expected nothing else.
But how did you know I was sleeping?
Because you weren't online.
But I
Relax
guess you've
then.
already talked. You've already talked about the weather.
Yeah.
You've already talked about the first game.
Yeah.
You're
Don't
probably
worry.
already done, knowing how fast you
I have to turn off the music here now, or even a little further down. So. You like Miami over Cincinnati? Yeah, I do. I kind of do too.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too, and they're playing with our best lineup again here. So yeah, this is pretty good. They are basically the first five are doing a really good job right now. Actually, the first six with the Wagamon with the Ganja is always good for a hit.
Yep, that's D-Block's favorite player.
That's not true. He's not my favorite player. I just like him.
Look at how much you blush when you. I think, you don't like him.
I'm not blushing.
Blushing. Why didn't you play football all day yesterday?
I played for 10 hours.
You were supposed to go for 15.
Yeah, but my finger hurt.
So who was right, me or you?
You.
All right then. I'm surprised Sin isn't here so she could hear my just woken up voice today.
What? Who's
He
here?
said, I'm surprised people aren't here to hear my just woken up voice today.
Well, dude, brush your teeth, take a shower. Don't worry.
Are you my dad?
No. I just telling you
Sorry,
that
Poop.
to don't worry.
Sorry,
Everything's fine.
Pookie.
I'm happy you had fun with your game.
God dang it, you were right. Every time I get to the end of the day, I'm just like, oh no, I'm done. One more day. No, I'm done. One more day. Okay. That will be probably a game that I will play once my channel relaunches.
Yeah, go ahead. That and your clone hero.
That and oh, I didn't get to draft my live breakfast. Oh,
Huh.
maybe I did it last night. I don't know.
Oh. White Sox Toronto. That's just not going to happen.
Why rain in Chicago?
Weather. The weather.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be rain in Chicago.
Yeah, but we have the Royals against the Pirates. A very good pitching matchup. Mitch Keller against Seth Lugo. Very good pitching matchup. Seth Lugo, who also deserved to be an All-Star. I wouldn't call him a snub, but he...
Star.
Huh?
Just repeating what you said. Deserved to be an all-star.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a snub, but yeah, if he would have been selected to be an All-Star, I think nobody would blink an eye or say, oh, no, that's not deserved. So, yeah. They chose Bubic over Lugo, and yeah, Bubic has the better season, that's true. But again, I think Lugo also would have deserved to be there at the All-Star game, and is probably one of those with Eovaldi together with Eovaldi, the first two that will join the All-Star team if there's injuries there. So yeah, Royals. We'll talk about that. Yesterday, that was probably the first enjoyable game since the last 6 weeks. Yeah.
They've had more enjoyable games than that.
Not in the last 6 weeks.
They've won more than just yesterday.
No, actually, they tied now. They had the first home win yesterday. And with that, they tied their home wins of June. And this is the first time this month. No, this month. This is the first time this season that they had multiple home runs at home. So no, they haven't.
Did you tell Pop what the announcement was?
What?
Did you tell Pop Stars what the announcement was yesterday?
No, because I don't know what the announcement was.
Pop, you still here? It was a new introduction to his channel. That's all it really was. It was cool though. Hey, don't get me wrong, it was cool.
What's an introduction to his channel? Not the blinking eyes anymore.
No, he has that, but before he actually does anything, he has.
Ah,
this video
okay,
that
so
plays.
like an intro song. An intro
He
video.
he had the song. He got his own custom song, and then he got his own custom video made by Rocky Draws.
Yeah. See, that's what I really wanted. If she would have been in more our time.
Well, I think Kamish was really pushing for it.
Well, he's our dad, so yeah. It's a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like I thought. There's no talk about expansion yet. There's no.
No, he said he will do that in the World Series with the expansion.
Which is, I guess. I'm just glad he's happy. You
Yeah,
know,
me
he's
too.
had a rough. He's had a rough year.
He had a rough 2 years at least, if not 2.5 years.
I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, 1 week without ER visit is always good. We got the Dodgers and we got Milwaukee. That's gonna be the second test for Miz, huh?
His third test.
Well, yeah, he had his first bad game last time out there, so let's see if he makes it 2 bad games in a row.
I can't wait till he strikes out Shohei Ohtani, and then they show us every single at bat between Mizorowski and Ohtani on YouTube. Oh, I hate that so much.
Yeah, again, I think this is also going to be a very good game. Even though the star power is of course with the Dodgers, I'm not seeing the Dodgers winning here.
The star power.
The star power.
They're in a slump, D-Block.
Yeah, and still have the best record in the fucking league. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's what a slump is to the Dodgers.
Fucking Kershaw there pitching today. So let's go.
Oh, why did we get an iron LE? Ah, I thought we were done with that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I got a Bonilla.
You pulled a Bonilla.
Yeah.
You should sell it for nothing less than how much he gets paid every day.
For 1 punch.
Seriously, you should. Is that a player on your team, Pop, or what?
Are you big on Jesus, mate? What do you mean? With Kershaw or what?
Yeah, we gotta give this a little bit more context than just than a name. Oh, and they did give us a Bobby Jenks card. Rest in peace, big man.
Yeah, no, I sold it. I pulled it on the PCK team, so I sold it.
Okay, that Doc Ellis card is pretty cool.
We got the Cubbies sent to Minnesota. Shota is pitching, so let's go.
We had a day off. This is the last series before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
I think.
By the way, peeps. We're gonna have the last game, I think, on Wednesday. No, it should be. Well, then that's the last series. It should be last on Friday, right?
Just made. Okay, let me take a look at him while D-Block talks.
Actually, I'll have me look at this very quickly. Schedule. July 7th, 8th, 9th. We have Wednesday. We have the last games on Wednesday.
Did my internet go poo-poo?
Poo-poo. So we are going to have the Yappin on Thursday, and we will have a Yappin on Friday, even though there were no games. But we're going to do the draft preview then. So this week, the full week Yappin. On Monday, we're going to do recap the draft so far and talk about the All-Star game, Home Run Derby, all of that shit. And on Tuesday, there won't be a Yappin because there's nothing to talk about really.
Back.
You're back?
I'm back.
I'm back. Back in the New York groove.
Jesus made 18-year-old out of San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. In 2024, he was on the DSL team. In 51 games, he had a 331, 458, 554, 1013 OPS.
Oh, we did already talk about him. I remember that.
And in 2025, this year, he's an A-ball, hitting 275, 382, 405, 787 with a, yeah, that's pretty good. He's not bad.
You know why I remember this now? Because I remember that I made the same joke that I have in my head right now.
What?
His last name.
That was the joke.
Yeah, that's a German word.
Made?
Yeah, Made,
Oh, yeah. I think
and that means maggot
Oh, why didn't Hunter Goodman do anything yesterday? Damn it.
because he didn't pitch. He's pitching today.
Hunter Goodman is not
Oh
a
no,
pitcher.
I'm sorry. Hunter Brown didn't pitch yesterday.
That is the third time you get those mixed up.
I don't know. It's a Hunter.
It's a Hunter.
They can be glad that I don't call him triple. Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
I can't believe I actually stayed up for an entire Baffle stream.
Yeah, you're first.
Now you know why I need to go to bed, because I act like this.
No worries, Minerva. Again.
I know you're not worried about it, D-Block, but I think it's disrespectful.
I mean, yeah. See, if it continues to happen, that will be disrespectful. It can always happen once in a while.
You know I don't mean to do it.
I know it. That's why I'm not mad, and that's why I'm not anything. It's just very simple. It happens. And
I can't
again,
believe I'm almost. Go ahead.
and
I can't
again-
believe I'm almost doing it. It's just talk.
You said go ahead.
Twice.
You're such an idiot. Again, after I saw you there, that we actually talked on Discord after the Baffle stream, I was kind of like, well, I could bet that he's gonna oversleep today. So it wasn't a big surprise to me.
I'm 17 days into my store, and I haven't even unlocked storage. You should see how small my store is. It's so much fun.
Washington, St. Louis. Ugh. Washington they fired Martinez yesterday.
Did they win?
Day before.
Did they win?
Davey Martinez.
They didn't play yesterday.
Yeah, but yeah, they fired Davey Martinez the day before yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Did we talk about it? Yeah.
Yeah, we did on Monday.
I'm not sure because you weren't there most of the time.
Yeah, we talked about it before I left.
I think we talked after you came back.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
We talked
matter.
about it.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Used to play your soundboard, huh?
Yeah. And I got the fight song for Illinois. don't have to play the Rocky music when I score a touchdown anymore.
Why not?
Because the Rocky music is DMCA shit.
That wouldn't be DMCA'd?
No, that's not it wouldn't. That's not no.
That's not.
No.
All right, continue on, sir.
Cleveland, Houston. Oh, we didn't even talk about Washington, St. Louis.
It you felt the red, you were like, no.
Yeah, but because that's how important this game really is.
I mean, it's important for the Cubs to make sure the Cardinals stay below them.
Yeah. Come on, let's go, Washington. Yeah, Minerva and myself, we like you.
Yeah.
We like you, Washington. We don't like St. Louis, so let's go. Jake Irvin.
Fuck you, Newport.
Irvin.
Fuck you, Newport.
Let's go, CJ Abrams. And slide the next time, you dumbass.
Talking about.
Joey Cantillo pitches for Cleveland. And Hunter Brown for Houston. Hopefully
By the
today.
way, there's 2 relievers, D-Block.
Cantillo.
And one other one, yeah.
Who's the other one?
Taijuan Walker for Philly.
Well, is Walker a reliever?
That's what he's listed as.
I mean, I only know him as he has 8 starts this year. 54 innings. That's looking like a reliever. That's looking like a starter.
Complaining about it. Get your reliever so you can get your PT Live points. Booyah!
Booyah. Let's go.
Now he's
Houston.
counting.
Let's go Hunter Brown.
Astros? You like the Astros?
No, I don't like him. But first of all, they beat. I like when they beat on Cleveland. I do like that. And I do like Hunter Brown. So I do want Hunter Brown to be the Cy Young instead of Screwball. So let's go, Hunter Brown. As long as you stay your ERA under 2, then nobody else can say anything.
Blue ball.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help Eovaldi. His ERA is even lower, but yeah. He got hit.
Is
in
that
the
why
head
he
last
did
night?
pitch yesterday?
I didn't see that. I wondered why he wasn't playing, and I didn't see anything there. But he's supposed to pitch today. Wrap. See, there wasn't anything here. No, it wasn't Hunter Brown. It was Gordon. Colton Gordon, who pitched instead of Hunter Brown.
Well, it's okay. We have a soundbite just for that moment.
Boing! Oh, wow.
Oh!
Oh!
I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it.
Now, it's not Kwan's fault or anything. He's just hitting the ball hard. Yeah, and it's just, yeah.
He looked dizzy.
Well, of course he does. How in the world did they leave him in there?
That was a good pitch. It was down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. How in the world do you leave him in there? I don't give a shit what he says. If he gets hit with a ball on the head, his cat is knocked off. As a coach, you have to take him out. I'm sorry. There's nothing to excuse that. There's nothing to excuse that. As a coach, you have to take him out. Unbelievable that they left him in. I don't care what he says. He's going to say he wants to stay in there. Yeah. Unbelievable.
And basketball, right?
Man,
Yeah,
that really pisses me off. Something like that.
Don't worry, coach. I got it.
Just let me puke once.
Did they take him out of the game after that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, evaluated for concussion. Of no shit.
No shit.
Man.
Part of the Houston Rockets, right?
Yeah. Houston Rockets. Yeah, a little too late. Yeah. Yeah, unbelievable.
The doctor was like, "Oh yeah, he's got a concussion. Look at him."
Yeah. He thinks Nixon is president. Yeah.
I don't. Is that a joke?
No, because he's concussed. He doesn't know what year we have or whatever. Who's president?
He's probably too young to remember Nixon as president.
Well, that's true. It's a Bush Junior.
There you go, Bush Jr. Barty Crouch Jr.
We got Texas. We got the Angels. Eovaldi against Soriano. That's a pretty good matchup. I like that matchup.
Yeah, it is a good matchup. Unless Soriano walks like 7 batters a game.
Yeah, that's always the risk with him. But if he doesn't, he's pretty much lights out. He doesn't give up a lot of hits. He just gives up walks. That's his problem. But yeah, if he can keep that under control, he's going to be fine. And Eovaldi, I mean, he's going to shut them down. But I mean, with that lineup, that Angels lineup can always get home runs. So. I think this could be a pretty interesting game to watch, actually.
Oh, yeah, we know what D-Block's going to be watching later.
What am I watching?
Angels in Texas.
No, I'm going to be asleep at that time.
Did you go? I need some water. Excuse me.
Yeah. We got Arizona. We got San Diego. Pivetta, who's also having a pretty good season, against Merrill Kelly, who is since Burns is down, pretty much the ace for the Diamondbacks. So another good pitching matchup here. Pivetta, the best pitcher for San Diego. Kelly, the best pitcher for Arizona. And yeah, this is basically the do or die, one of the do or die games for the Diamondbacks here, to not fall too far back here from the wild cards, to climb back to 500 before the All-Star break here, and finish the All-Star at the All-Star break with a positive record there. That would be good for them. We got Philly. We got the Giants. Robbie Ray, another Cy Young candidate pitcher. And Tajuan Walker, again, like we already said, kind of like a mixture of starts and relief appearances. And he's been doing well. One of the better seasons in a long time for him.
If you were asking OOTP, they wouldn't say Merrill Kelly is the best pitcher for Atlanta or at Arizona, based on ratings alone.
What can I say? Do you really want me to say it?
You can say whatever you want on your stream.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
Say the line, Bart.
They're fucking idiots. So, Atlanta with Didier Fuentes,
Claire.
Didier with a 9
I'm
ERA.
just saying Dietler to make you upset.
Didier.
Dietler.
Didier. Didier.
Is that it? We're in a German too.
No,
All right then.
that's French.
You can't have. Is it?
It's French. It's a French first name.
So he's a French Hispanic.
Yeah. That's called
Yeah.
Andorra.
Of what?
The country between France and Spain. Actually, that was a country. It doesn't exist anymore since the First World War, but it existed basically for 1,500 years before that. And that's called Andorra. That's called Aragon.
Guessing D Block is a history buff.
Yeah.
That's why you know all this.
Kingdom of Aragon.
In today's lessons, folks,
Yes. You see?
did you live in Aragon?
No, of course not. See, here's
That was a-
France, Francia. And this part, here's Spain. Here's the Catalan, here's with Barcelona and everything. And on this side, and on this side, that was Aragon. And this was one of the most important kingdoms in Europe, basically in the Middle Ages. Because it was, a lot of the parts here to the south were actually Arabic. In the like around 800, no, around 600, no, around 800, there is the Strait of Gibraltar between Spain and Africa in Morocco, and there's a very it's a very narrow strait there, and it was very easy to set over there, and they invaded basically most of Spain. And Spain was like for about 400 years. A lot of parts of that were Islamic.
Oh, look, D Block. Fraud Castillo isn't even on the Mariners anymore.
So what he basically Aragon was the buffer between Catholic France and Islamic Spain.
Tyler Glasnow starts to speak too.
Ho Chi Minh next. Isn't Minerva playing? No, Ho Chi Minh is in my division, right?
I didn't pick them.
I'm not sure.
I picked Randy, remember?
Yeah, I know you picked Randy. I think Ho Chi Minh is in my division.
Hey guys, I just thought I'd let you guys know. If you guys play OTP 26 and want to join an online league, there's a team opening in the sister EMLB league. Hell, even strike a deal with you. I will give you my team, and I'll take the team that's open. Pretty cool. Not that my team is bad or anything. They're in the hole. I just want a different change of pace.
Let's see if I could. No, I can't find that. I can't find that here.
Maybe D Block could be Ho Chi Minh University in college.
No,
football
the
26.
actually one of the in the 1968 and all that they were actually that was one of the demonstrations and all that. They were chanting for him, the Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, but Minerva doesn't know much about the Vietnam War, and that's not his fault. That's basically your system's fault that it's not taught in school correctly.
Remember. Am I supposed to know about the Vietnam War? Is it
You
supposed to be
should,
part of
yes.
my everyday life?
Yeah, you should, because a lot of the things that happened during the Vietnam War have still implications today. For example, the conspiracy, I would call it, to make a TV station that is not actually producing the news, but doing propaganda for the conservatives. That was made because of the critical and true broadcasting about the Vietnam War. So they thought about, okay, we'll need to do a TV station that doesn't produce the truth, but says what we want to say, and that's the birth of Fox News. So direct consequence of the Vietnam War is Fox News.
Okay, let's not get into politics.
No, I'm not getting
Please,
into
Lloyd.
politics. That has nothing to do with politics. That's the truth.
Okay, all right, Mr. History Buff, I got you. We have one more game to talk about, D-Lock.
Yeah, the Didier Fuentes Jeffrey Springs game. That should be. How did Kevin Roth call that again? Warm with winds out to center in the kiddie park.
Play Lawrence Butler, play Brent Rooker.
Yes,
play
this is going to be a home
Nick
run game.
Bird.
Yes.
Yes.
Kurtz, Butler, Rooker, Langeliers, Soderstrom, Olsen, Osuna, Profa, Acuna. I think if you load your teams with the Atlanta Braves and A's, I think you're gonna have a pretty good score.
How'd you do yesterday?
Terrible. How can you do good if I play Hunter Brown, who didn't pitch?
I got 200 points yesterday.
I got 150 something. So no cards this week for me. After I got cards yesterday for the last week.
Womp, womp. You know it doesn't make any sense.
What?
Milk wrapped in a 6-pack goes on the shelf.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because it's cold. It's milk. You don't want to buy warm milk.
No. There's two different milk: fresh milk and how's that called in English?
That's not fresh milk.
No. Long-term milk. Yeah, it's I don't know. Long-term milk. I don't know if that's the real.
I don't know if that's the right word. In America, there's
Probably
powdered
not.
milk. Fucking disgusting.
Whole life milk.
So what is the game of the day today, D-Lock? Which one are you most excited for? Well, do you want me to talk about baseball, or do you want me to talk about Supermarket Simulator? Because I can do either one.
No, man. The thing is, first of all, the fresh milk is like you can, if you cool it, it's about like for 3 days. You can have that for 3 days. That's about it. And then they developed a method where they heated that milk and then cooled it back down, and that made it. That's basically what they do with that. And that made it. You can have it for about like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so.
At least we're not Canadians.
And it
put our
doesn't
freaking
need
milk
to be
in
cooled. It just needs to be. It basically, if you have it like at normal temperature in a room temperature, it's just fine. It will survive like about a month or so if you don't open it. If you open it, you better cool it. But before that, it's just if it's in a Tetra Pak or something like that, or in a glass, it's nothing. It's not a big deal. Interesting, huh? You didn't know there was a difference between fresh milk and that there are two different kinds of milk?
I know there's chocolate and white.
Strawberry quick. Blech.
Oh, I got a DoorDash order.
Alrighty, so what was going on yesterday? Except that I missed the ball to the head from Colton Gordon. We got Machado reaching the 2000s hit with 2 hits yesterday. Hey, Cowboy, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm fine, man. How are you doing? Coming back from work?
Sir, you can't park your animal over there. But
Yeah, Machado had 2 hits yesterday, got his 1,999th and his 2000th hit yesterday. He is, that's the second milestone he had this season. You're on vacation, that's awesome.
that is awesome.
That
Happy
is
to hear
awesome.
That, cowboy. Well-deserved vacation.
Yes. Second milestone for Machado this season, he already reached the 350 home runs this season. And with that, he is only 11 players in MLB history have reached 350 home runs and 2,000 hits.
Yeah, he's
Before
in the
their
players.
age 32 season or earlier.
He is in an elite class of players, all to his to a bunch of players that are really deserve it. And you said that he's a potential Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's not a potential Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
You think he gets in?
I think he gets. She should get in already, but he definitely will get in. I think he will get another 100 home runs, at least. And like I said, he will hit the 3,000 mark. And if you do hit the 3,000 hits, you are in. There's nothing. He might even have a chance to go to 500 home runs.
He's got a long way to go to get there, though.
Not really, because he's only he just turned 33. He
Yeah,
had
1,000 hits away, D-Lock.
yes,
That's a long time.
yes. But first of all, his contract is still a long time. First of all, the 11 players that he's in company with is Hank Aaron, Jimmy Fox, Lou Gehrig, Ken Griffey Jr., Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Mel Ott, Frank Robinson, Miguel Cabrera, Albert Pujols, and Alex Rodriguez. That's the company he's in.
That's amazing company.
Yeah.
Are those all Hall of Famers?
No. Cabrera and Pujols are not eligible yet, but they will be Hall of Famers. I mean, there's no doubt. And there's Alex Rodriguez, who from his baseball should be in. The question is if he will ever get in. I'm not, yeah. But his baseball is, of course, clearly good enough to get in. But he's such an ass that people just don't want him in there. And Latlat, give him a hot take, Minerva. Oh man, why? Because we talked about this several times already. He is, first of all, he is still, how they said it here. What comes next? He has 8 years left on his contract.
I made a pretty hot take yesterday before I left.
Yeah,
But actually, no, you didn't hear this, Steve. Like I talked about it on the Discord with the OOTP.
yeah, but
with the
can we
baseball
finish
people.
Machado first?
Sure. You finish.
So he has 8 years left on his contract. He needs an average of 115 hits in those 8 years.
Do you think he stays that good?
He's averaging 180 hits right now. If he hits 175, he needs 5 years. Or it's 5.5. In his 6th season, he will have that. So that's his 38 year 38, 39 season. He will get there. No, not 175. If he hits 150 average, Then he'll be there in his in 6 years. And again, he's averaging 180. He has never been really injured. With a long-term injury, he's seems to be very resilient with that. With that is, it helps to play third base, of course. There isn't really. I mean, you stand there. There isn't much to do.
Third base is known as the hot corner.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to get out of the way. Now he actually
Why
is
would
a
you
pretty
get out
good
of the
defender
way?
there too. Yeah, that's the thing. But
Why would you get out of the way? You have to stop the ball.
yeah, but get out of the way so you get hurt. You don't get hurt.
D-Block, if I think third basemen are worried about getting hurt, we would not have third basemen in the league.
Yeah. Now he is actually a pretty good defender. Always has been at third base. And again,
you're a
he
good
will be the next guy to 3,000 because all the other guys who are ahead of him, that's just 4. That is Freddie. That is Freddie. That is McCutcheon. And who was the other one? McCutcheon, Altuve, Freddie, Altuve, McCutcheon, and Goldschmidt. They're all 35 and older. They're not going to get there. They would have to play until they're like 43 or so. So he's the only one who's the next one who can get there. Yeah, and if he gets like, it doesn't matter what he does first, 150 home runs or 3,000 hits, both are a lock for Hall of Fame. If he gets both, he's in a very, very elite company. Thank you a lot, lad. Thank you for saying that. So what was the controversial thing in the Discord you said?
I don't know if I said this to you or I said this to that group, but I believe that the Blue Jays will not deter from the division lead the entire rest of the second half. So the Yankees and Rays will be fighting for the wild card spot because they cannot pass the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are too hot right now, and they're going to stay hot.
See, I don't think that. I think that is totally possible. I don't think it will happen.
I'm listening. Go on.
But I don't. I think Tampa Bay has a good chance of getting there, of getting there in the first place.
They have to play really good baseball, D-Block. Really
Well,
good
yeah.
baseball.
They have to, but I think they have a chance to do that. Well, so far they have. But the question for the Blue Jays is if the pitching can sustain it. Like Barrios, he's too good, one bad game. Right now this season he is like 4 good games in the bad game.
What if they get somebody at the deadline, like a Zach Gallen,
Or like a Lugo.
or a Lugo? Exactly. They can buy pitching at the deadline. They've got players they can trade.
Who?
I'm pretty sure they have.
I don't know that they have anybody to trade.
What about Tiedemann?
I don't think they want to trade Tiedemann. I doubt they will trade Tiedemann.
I guess it comes down to what do they have to trade when they need to get pitching. Okay, well, the reason why I said Gallen because that was the first thing that popped in my head. It didn't necessarily mean I think they're going to get Gallen. What about Alcantara? He could be a Blue Jay.
Yeah, I think the guy everybody's looking at is Lugo. RJ Shrek.
Why are you making fun of his name?
Well, there are two
Bjorn
famous
Kama.
Shreks in there are two famous Shreks in movie history.
Yes, I know both of them
Okay, who's the first?
from Scream.
From what?
From Scream.
Scream?
Yeah, one of the officers named is Officer Shrek.
Huh, I didn't know that. Then there are three.
Then there are three. Who are the other two?
Shrek, the green Disney, the green cartoon character.
Yeah.
The ogre.
The ogre.
And then, of course, the actor who played Nosferatu was Max Shrek.
Oh, you are correct. I forgot about that one. I apologize. Look at me being all silly. Ha, ha, ha.
And you know what? That's Shrek is, of course, a German name. You know what that means?
No.
Fright. Frighten.
If you only had the More You Know logo pop up on screen right now. Bling. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're not going to try Tiedemann. I very, very much doubt it.
Well, he didn't pan out as good as they would hoped. And he
He's
suffered Tommy
22.
John.
Don't worry.
He suffered Tommy John already too.
Yeah, that happens.
It just happens.
Today. That's what they do today. He's 22, so I mean, sometimes we are a little unfair with people like in the age, between like age 20 and 22. We expect them to be, because there are some other guys who actually are ready at that point. That's not the norm. You're not ready with 22. Normally it's like 24. That's the normal age to get ready to be in the major leagues.
Well, I'm glad I was able to give you a hot take in today's chat today. I feel pretty good about that.
Huh.
The fact that the Blue Jays will stay in first place all of the second half.
Again,
But watch.
I wouldn't go like, that's impossible. I wouldn't go like that, because it's very much possible. But I think the Rays are going to give him a real fight about that. Who we are probably both are saying is that the Yankees are not going to get back into first.
I guess you're right.
I'm still saying the Yankees last in the division. Still can happen.
They're not gonna fall to last, unfortunately.
Well, the Red Sox aren't that far away. They're not that far away. Red Sox are above 500 again, and so then it's only the Orioles. And then my prediction that the Yankees are going to be last in the division will come true. And I'm still thinking that the Orioles will have a run in them after the All-Star break.
You really want them to have a run in them, don't you?
Yeah, because even though I don't like them, they're just so talented. These young kids are so talented, and I love to hate them. Let's put it this way. And what Jackson Holiday really won me over this year. This kid is awesome. I thought that kind of like last. Look at him last year. He was just too young. He was at the beginning of this year. He needed time to adjust, and he did. I don't like that normally, that you learn at the major leagues, because it takes a lot of mental strength not to doubt yourself and get down on yourself and all that. And he didn't get down on himself, and he he fought through that, and that shows me a lot about his character. So, yeah, I'm beginning to be a fan of Jackson Holiday. I didn't think that would happen, but it does. I'll have to
He's
respect
back and playing him an Oriole. What is this madness? Pop stars, take a screenshot.
Yeah.
You'll never hear it again.
Yeah, no, you're probably not, but yeah, I have to respect him for that because that's something that I probably wouldn't have been able to do.
But in D-Block's mind, he's like, he's not good as Bobby. Bobby's way better.
Well, they're playing a different position, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay. He's better than Michael Massey. I'll give you that much.
Sorry, Michael.
I didn't think I'd make you laugh at that one.
Yeah.
Work faster, cashier.
You're still playing your game again, huh? Oh my
I
god.
told you, like, you didn't talk about baseball or supermarket sim. I'm still talking.
Oh my god. Roman
You should be
Anthony had
happy I'm talking.
Roman Anthony had his first home run in Fenway.
And Romy Gonzalez hit one 455 feet.
Yeah. I told you I like Gonzalez. Despite his fucking maggot under his nose.
Shave off your
the
maggot.
caterpillar.
I was talking to my mom the other day. I'm gonna grow my facial hair and then just leave a mustache just to upset you. Your silence is weird.
Actually, what I think would nice lad. Actually, what I think would be wouldn't be that bad with you would be a handlebar.
It would have to grow it out, but okay.
I can see that. Mustache, man, you look like shit. But if you make it to a handlebar, I think that's fine.
I figure out why my razor doesn't work very well. I make sure I clean it and it doesn't. Cut
Well,
as much
you have to sharpen it.
It's an electric razor. There's no sharp.
Yeah, they'll go. What's the word? Sometimes I'm just
Dull.
missing.
Dull.
Dull. Yeah, dull. They go dull too.
You go dull.
The problem is you can't sharpen them. You just have to buy a new one. At least the head. I
Imagine
know I
if
said
it
it.
was
I know I
melted
said
down.
it. Thankfully-
Loveland, are you a Red Sox fan? I don't know what team you actually enjoy. If I asked you that before, I'm sorry.
That is an Iowa fan.
An Iowa fan?
Yeah.
There's no Iowa team, D-Block. Maybe
Yeah.
he's a Cubs fan.
That's what he's a fan from.
Maybe he's a White Sox fan.
I think he's a White Sox fan. Yeah, I think he is.
Are you just making fun of him right now?
No, I think he's a White Sox fan.
Damn, this is a big nice order. 3 cereals, 3 olive oils.
I think he's a White Sox fan. He doesn't respond.
Or he's busy. Jesus, D-Block.
He's busy. Tigers 5, Rays 1. Wah, wah, wah.
Man, customers like cheap-ass sales.
Frickin' Bass. I mean, he had a quality start.
I mean, they can't win them all, D-Block.
Yeah, I know. Montero had a pretty good start, though. He pitched 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. No home run against him. Yeah, Bass did have a quality start. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks, and the home run to frickin' Bass.
He doesn't get any runs.
Bass, not Bass. He's Bass. Yeah, he didn't get any run support. That's the biggest thing. And then of course it doesn't help when Ricky Gervais. No, who is he?
Face?
Paul Gervais. Is he related to Ricky?
Isn't Ricky Gervais an actor?
Yeah.
How do I know that? Is he still an actor?
He is. He's a British. He did do the. He did do the Oscars along for like 3 or 4 years in a row.
He was in the original Office.
Yeah. That's basically where he got his fame from. And then I think he did something at the Oscars that he basically got him fired.
He told his boss that he was a piece of shit.
No, that's me.
That's why I said it.
That's me.
That's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
That doesn't say anything here.
It was supposed
But
to be
there was something that he's not supposed to do it anymore or something like that. I don't really remember because that's not really what I care about. Hit wise, you got Diaz, you got Aranda, the typical guys who get a hit here, and nobody else. No Mangum, no Lau, no Caminero.
I mean, we've talked about it. It seems to be in fruition. Caminero cannot hit on the road.
Yeah, he just cannot.
He's probably got an average under 100 on the road, I swear.
No, he's over 100, but he's like 180. That's a split.
It's terrible. If there were splits for home and away, he'd have the worst splits possible.
So his home games, he's 316 with 14 homers, and away games he is 171 with 7 homers. He actually increased his homers.
That's incredible.
Well, I would say it's the Twins. I would say it's the Twins. And followed by the Royals.
No, the Royals are not one of the worst teams to watch in baseball, Peacock. Come on.
They have been for the last 6 weeks.
I think he's talking about in general. And we both agree on 2 teams that we could say are the worst team to watch in baseball.
Well, the Royals are the team with the worst, with the least runs.
It didn't seem like it yesterday.
Well, it wasn't yesterday. No, that's one game. But even though they are still the team with the least runs, with I think like 15 or 17 difference still.
Yeah, I know. You're not. What you're saying isn't correct. Isn't incorrect. I'm just saying that I would not be bored of the Royals because of how their season's been.
Well, actually, I think the Braves and the Royals were basically kind of like the same in the expectation.
Were the Royals expected to be the first team in the division? I don't think that's true.
Well, they were that there would be fighting for the division with the Tigers. That's basically what was expected of them. Yes.
Yeah, but nobody thought that the Braves would be. Nobody thought the Braves weren't gonna. Well, I guess you're right.
That they would be a wild card team? Sure. They would fight. They would fight with Philly and the Mets for the wild card spot. Yeah. And only wild card spot because Acuna coming back later. He would have been there from day one. They would have been one of the favorites to win the division there.
Since.
Well, you didn't, Godblood. I mean, they were a playoff team last year and actually went to the divisional series. They didn't lose any pitching. Actually, they didn't lose anybody. That was basically the problem, that they didn't even gain anybody. But, yeah.
I'm supposed to be fuck. Ignore me. Keep going.
Keep going. So yeah, Caminero, 316 home, 171 away.
171. It's getting lower.
Yeah, but the home runs is getting more. The difference for the home runs was more, was bigger.
Well, obviously his management's not saying anything. They need to stay shit because it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Eventually they're gonna put him on the bench, and then what?
they he has yeah, but I would at least take him out of the 3-hole.
On road games, yes,
Yeah,
I would agree.
because he's a complete black hole there in there.
Black hole Cabanero. I fucked that up.
Also, the difference
fucked it
between
up.
day and night
Hey.
games. He's not somebody who likes night games, and he definitely does not like turf.
Is Steinbrenner Field turf?
No, it's grass. Turf is only actually turf was in the Trop
Did he play in the Trop?
last year. Yeah,
Was he a rookie last year?
yeah. He's not a rookie this year because he had too many games last year.
Gotcha.
He had I think 5 games too much to be a rookie this year. And in Toronto, that's turf.
That's artificial turf. Yeah,
There is no natural
I got it.
turf.
I don't fucking know, D-Block. Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
You just know everything, don't you?
No, I don't know everything, but I know that because basically I've lived through all the iterations of turf, from being basically just concrete to those pellets that they had there, to those rubber pellets. And yeah, those different than the artificial grass that they had. And that one school we still didn't have for track and field and all that, we still had an ash track, like they had in the 1930s and all that. And then when I came to high school, they had a real track, how it is today. And suddenly I was about a second faster than I was before on 100 meters.
How does that work out?
Because the problem with the ash was depending on how either you had it was too slick because it was too hard, or it was if it rained too much, it was basically you sunk in and it just dragged you. It just took away from your speed. Either you couldn't put all the force into the ground because of the ground was too hard, and you had your spikes on, or you sunk in too much and it basically dragged you down there. It dragged on your speed. So there's a very small window where you could actually have your best times there on normal ash, and yeah, that was almost a second faster on the other turf. I had 12.2 on the 100 meters and on the other one, and I was 12.8 or so, or 12.9 on the ash one. We got Colorado. We got the Red Sox. Red Sox win by 9-3. They're now 2 games over 500. Yeah, they're doing good. I kind of thought that this would be like a 9-7 game, but at least I got the 9 right. Against Gumba, the Gumba. Nate Eaton got a hit. Look at that. Look at that.
Former Royal Nate Eaton.
Yeah, but Meyer got nothing. Lutlut already talked about Romy. I talked about Anthony. And I had Villier on my team for PD Life. We got home runs by Roman Anthony. His second. Rafaela had another one. It's 12th. What's going on with Rafaela? Where is that power suddenly coming from? And that's why I said that Jaron Duran is the odd man out here with Villier, with Rafaela, and Roman Anthony.
They
Jaron
probably
Duran-
told him, look, if you don't start shaping up, we're not going to keep you on the team.
Yeah, they know. He can.
Yeah.
I mean, if Marcello doesn't pan out, yeah, this is the shortstop then. Very simple. Because it could very well be that Marcello is the odd man out, and Duran is playing outfield, and Rafaela is going to be. So Duran is going to play the center field, and Rafaela is going to be shortstop then. But that would mean that Marcello Meyer is the odd man out. Last 7 games, 370 and 3 home runs for Sedan Rafaela. For the Rockies, yeah, you already said Hunter Goodman got nothing. Nothing! Mickey Moniak got a hit though. Ryan McMahon improving his trade value. 7 hits altogether for the Rockies. What did you want to say?
I said, sure is improving his trade value.
Yeah,
I was agreeing with you, D-Block.
that's nice.
Don't you like when I agree with you and we're
Yeah,
on
I
the same
do.
page?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy about that.
It's like this game is controlling my mind because
Yeah,
I'm focused.
Yeah.
Oh, biting you and your goddamn applause.
The Marlins beat the Wretch. Jason Junk is developing into a pretty good pitcher, huh?
Is it the Reds now or the Rich?
Wretch. The Wretch. 7
Why,
games.
are they sucking like the Mets do or what?
What? The Wretch. The Wretch
Yeah, you
and
call
the
them
Wretch.
you call them the Mets because they're bad. Are you calling them the Reds because they suck?
No, they don't suck.
I don't know.
They're
I'm
not
asking.
good. I mean, they're not good, but they don't really suck. Jason
They
Junk
do.
has played 9 games, has 4 starts right now. Yeah, he's developing into a real good pitcher.
For him, happy for him.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, with his name, he can only be good. 6 innings pitched, 1 hit only against him. 2 walks, 3 Ks, a run, no earned run. So, good pitch in there for Jason Junk. And X got 3. Jesus got 1. Ramirez, of course, when I don't play him, of course he gets the home run. Of course he does. His 14th. Stars got 1. Wakaman.
Sorry, dumb question here, D Block, just real quick.
Yeah.
Is there a way to buy light fixtures for your store?
In the game.
Yes.
I have no idea. I've never played the game.
Oh, you've never played this?
No.
Oh. Sorry, I don't mean to bring up a random thing. I just
No, I've only saw. I told you, I only saw the Backstabber play that.
yeah.
3 hits for the Wretch. Ellie got 1, Steer got 1, and Ellie marked Hay, who also got the error. Also got an error here. Yeah. Well. Hey, Wagaman got a stolen base.
Good for him.
The Wagaman with the ganja. We're at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 3, the Royals 9. Noah Cameron bounce back game here. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits only, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks, and a home run to Tommy Pham. What's going on with Tommy Pham? It's all of a sudden hitting home runs. His 3rd.
Always been a clutch guy, no matter what team he's on. He is the ultimate. He is a true journeyman.
He's 5 years older than you.
So, what does that have to do with anything?
No. Well, Royals got 4 home runs. 4.
Yeah, it was an awesome day for the Royals.
Yeah. The first time all season that they had more than 1 home run at home, and this is the first win in July at home, and they equal the home wins of last month.
Aren't you so proud of them?
Today, yeah, again, this was probably like the most watchable game and the most enjoyable game since the last 6 weeks. And if
I
you
agree
look
with you.
at how's India actually doing over that span, yeah, I thought so. Still hitting around 250. But if you look at
And if-
Bobby's hitting 429 over the last 7, 355
Yeah,
over
because
the last
Bobby is freaking amazing. He's a one-man show.
No, he's not. That's what I wanted to show. You got Vinny hitting 321 over the last 7, 288 over the last 15. You got Michael getting better here again, doing well with 260. Not that bad. And you got the guy I want to retire
Salvi.
hitting 321 over the last 7 with 2 home runs.
Yeah, you take back everything that you say about Salvi because he's proving you wrong, Eli.
Please retire Salvi, please.
No, he's not going to retire just because you say so.
No, please. Yeah, we got home runs by Pasquantino, his 15th, with the 13th. Perez, the 11th, and hey, Nick Lofton, that's second. Nick Lofton.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody can hit ball.
Look at how happy Vinny is here.
Vinny is the happy guy. What do you
He
expect?
is, yeah, he is, and Vinny is really. I think he's so likable.
Yeah, and you want him to be traded.
Vinny? No.
Yeah, you want Cags to be sent back down,
Yeah.
and then Vinny traded so we can
No.
keep Cags.
No. I want Vinny to be the full-time DH.
Put Cags first.
I don't care. Find a different first baseman. For example, Blake Mitchell.
Hanna. Mark Hanna.
Blake Mitchell.
Mark Hanna.
Mark Hanna is 5 years older than you.
Why do you keep bringing up the age, D-Block? The
Because
age
there's
does not-
nothing that we want in the future.
Future.
Why would you want Mark Hanna there? He's so 2015. No, Blake
Never
Mitchell,
heard
and
that.
then we got Blake Mitchell, and then Connor at first, and Connor Jensen at catcher. Where's the problem?
What's with you and catchers being first base?
Well, if we don't trade him, one of them has to play catcher, and the other one has to do something else. It's very simple.
We can have 2 catchers on the team.
Well, yeah,
You just don't-
we can have him on the team. That's not a big deal. It's
You just want Salvi to retire so we have that spot open.
no. I want them both to play for the Royals. I want their bat in the lineup, and to have that, we'll need. I want them both the bats in the lineup, and not one bat sitting on the bench, because the other guy is catching on that day. Very simple.
Like the White Sox are doing with Teal and Cuero.
Well, the problem is that I think that both Jensen or Mitchell are a better first base defender than Vinny. That's all.
Yeah, and in order for Vinny to play full-time DH, the only person that has to leave the team is Salvi.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's your convoluted plan to get Salvi to leave the team.
Yes.
It's not going to happen. Sorry, D-Block. It's even if you want it to, it's not going to happen because Salvi is too valuable of a player for that team. Yes, he is old. Yes, he's declining, but it is not what the Royals' MO is, and you know that.
Doesn't mean that it's right.
Look at you.
I mean, look at it. He has an OPS of 683, 86.
Yeah, and you don't think he knows how bad he's doing?
Yeah, well, then be better, Salvi.
Okay, he's not Govias.
Be better, Perez.
I just don't get why you're. I get why. No, actually, I lied. I get why you don't like him in the lineup, but I don't get why you think he has to retire.
Because I don't want to see him, like, for example, like Martin Maldonado right now.
I don't want to see your face anymore, Salvi.
No, I don't want to see him be bad. Don't you get that? I think I think he's the best catcher, offensively the best catcher in the last 15 years. Very simple. And I don't want that legacy to be diminished because people only remember his last 2-3 years where he's striking out 300 times and can't see the ball because of his eyes and he's having like a 500 OPS. And everybody's kind of like, oh, come on, retire already. No, please. I don't want those kind of memories when I'm thinking about Perez. I want to have the Perez that he is in my memory there. I think he deserves that.
Got it. I got it. I got what you're saying, D-Rock. I got it. I understand.
And there's no, I mean, that's the reason why I have the 13 and Perez on my Royals T-shirt.
Because Salvi was one of your favorite players.
That is still, and will always be one of my favorite players.
So what? So you just want him to retire because you don't want to see him suffer?
Yeah, he is. It's time. Very simple. It's
Do
time.
you think he should be a coach?
Yeah,
He'd be a great third base coach.
he'll be a. It doesn't matter what he's coaching. He's going to be great. He's going to be head coach someday, somewhere.
You think so?
Yeah. He's going to be your head coach. I'm very, very positive about that. And I would actually bet that he would win a World Series as a coach. Especially if you give him young guys. I think he would be the right coach for young guys because of his enthusiasm. Fire them up to get them.
Salvi's team would have no chemistry issues.
No chemistry issues.
He
No
would tell
hustling
them to
issues. If you don't
He
hustle,
would tell them like it is. Yeah.
if you don't hustle with Salvi, you would be in the doghouse. Like,
He could easily go to them and be like, "If I can run faster than you, then you need to get your shit into gear."
yes,
Because Salvi was not a fast runner, but he could do doubles and triples like it was nothing.
well, not triples, but yeah, doubles.
He's
And
had a couple
he
triples
would
in
always
there.
hustle. It's not that wouldn't hustle. So yeah, and he will be a great coach. But start with that journey, please. After the season.
So okay, at least you explained yourself a little bit better. I apologize for.
I
jumping
don't.
on
Yeah,
you
I don't
like
want to.
that.
I don't want to be gone because I don't like him. Because it's actually quite the opposite.
It's quite the opposite. I love him. I want
Yeah,
to
I do.
bury him.
He's him. Him and Locaine they are my favorite players basically since 2010.
And Alex Gordon is mine,
Yeah.
even though you didn't really like Gordon as much as I do.
I didn't have
Yeah,
anything
don't
against him. I wasn't.
Don't give me that. Shit.
Yeah, your problem is
Problem. I have a problem.
it's that I have. I still remember when he came out and supposed to be the next third baseman and have those 2-3 years where he really sucked.
He wasn't a third baseman. He moved to left field. It's fine.
AVR mind. Yeah, exactly. Glavin is kind of like the same.
Is Glavin a coach?
And I don't think he is. But that's different.
He'd be a hell of a pitching coach.
Yeah, pitchers are different. Very seldom that you are a good pitcher and become a good coach. Pitchers are a very strange breed. They are pitchers are usually very selfish guys because they're not really the team player because they didn't play team. It's always about them.
I get it. Makes sense.
And there's a reason why a lot of catchers go into coaching because they are basically the coaches on the field, and they are usually the go-between from the coaches too. They get the signs from the coaches, and they talk about with the coaches already, and that's why a lot of those catchers become coaches afterwards. And like Salvi calling the game for the pitching, so he has to understand how the game works and have a long-term plan for the game and all that. Yeah, but I mean, on the other side, I do understand Glavin and I do understand Salvi that they don't want to quit. There are still days for me that I miss the locker room. I don't miss playing anymore, but I miss the locker room.
The locker room.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's tough to explain to somebody who never experienced that. Yeah. First of all, he has one more option. There's one more option on his contract. For 20 million or something like that. That's for the Royals. That's a lot of money, and he's not producing that money's worth anymore. That's the problem. Plus, right now it's still okay because he's not blocking Mitchell and Carter. So even if he stays for one more year, we don't have that money for what we actually need, signing outfield help. But we're giving that money to Salvi, who is not a big help anymore. But he's still not blocking Mitchell and Carter Jensen. If he stays one more year, then he's blocking Mitchell and Jensen. Bad options either way. I know. That's why I cannot. I'm not gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna let him go. If he doesn't retire, they cannot. They will resign him. Very simple. It's completely up to him. I think. I don't think they'll dare to release him because that's not the Royals' way. That's not the people who are there in the front office. That's not their way. They're
Yeah,
not,
I don't think Piccolo has the guts in it to release Salvi.
not only the guts. That's not what we that's not what we do as Royals. And also, it's still the new owner. That's not him. He's not a Bob Nutting.
Nothing. What's his name? The owner? You know his name?
Yeah, but you know who was there, and I can understand for Glavin to want to get away from that fucker.
What are you talking about?
Dayton Moore.
Oh yeah. Did Glavin watch porn? Is that what it is?
Yeah, probably.
Why is my cashier so slow? Pick it up, man!
Now we talked a long time here about the Royals, so let's get going.
I mean, that's what the royal yapping is for.
Yeah, I know.
Are you wrong?
The Cameron, really having a bounce back game here after really had a tough one last time, but yeah, this is pretty good. You can say it's
No, it can't be
Pittsburgh,
performance
but
this
Pittsburgh
year.
again. Yeah, Pittsburgh has been better, and their offense hasn't been that bad.
It's been pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the Royals.
The two worst offenses in the league.
No,
Two of the worst offenses in the league.
yeah, but not for the last month. In the last month, Pittsburgh has been much better.
Well, yeah, because of that 6-game winning streak that they had.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go on to the Ludlud team. Hey, Luke's brings nukes. Suddenly is working, huh?
I'm telling you, that Nathan Lukes has been really good.
Yeah, he has been good, but so far the problem with him was that he didn't have any power, and power is coming. Power is coming. Power is coming. Guerrero again without a hit. Springer is after his short burst of being hot for a week, is back to normal.
Yeah, that's what Springer is. One minute he's good, the next minute he's not.
Yeah, Wagner is back up. Will Wagner. And doing as badly as before.
Did they have an injury? Is that why?
I think they just want to bring him back up and just give him another chance. I mean, I was very high on him, if you remember, at the beginning of the year. I thought that he would have a good chance of being in contention for the Rookie of the Year. How did that? Well, that's one of my predictions that went nosedive into the abyss.
Wow.
We got the first home run from Lopafido. Lopafido?
It's first Loper Fido, thank you.
Fido.
It's not a dog, D-Block. Fido.
Lopafido.
Bad dog. Bad dog.
Lopafido. Luke's got his fifth home run here. Barger with the 12th. See the Barger. You don't like Barger.
I don't hate him. I just think he isn't great.
He isn't great. Look at that. The Blue Jays with 4 for 6 with runners in the scoring position. So the few chances they had, they really made the most of it. And like I said, Barrios the normal Barrios is too good one bad game, and he is really doing like 4 good one bad game. 6 innings, 2 hits only against them, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Yeah, that's the Barrios.
Looks like it's just you and me.
That's the Barrios he was in Minnesota. That's the Barrios the Blue Jays traded.
He was in Minnesota. What are you? He was a Minnesota Twin?
Yeah, for a long time. 4 or 5 years.
I don't remember him being a Minnesota Twin. That's false news, D-Block.
Barrios?
No way. He was a Twin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full years, and then got traded from the Twins in 21 to Toronto. So he was, for 5.5 years, he was a Twin.
Insane. I do not remember him being a Twin.
No, and he was really good, as you see in here.
Why did the Twins trade him?
Because he was becoming a free agent.
So they decided to drop the contract, huh?
Yeah, and they knew that they wouldn't re-sign him because they didn't have the money for that.
You ever? I mean, come on, dude. Like, I can't be the only one that has something about a player that you would think, oh man, did he play for that team? And he ended up didn't playing for that team. I can't be the only one who thinks that.
No, I have that too, but not Barrios. I know that. Yeah, they're really Andrew Vaughn is in Milwaukee now. I didn't know that. And Bobby Dahlbeck.
For Savali.
Ah, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I forgot about that. Bobby Dahlbeck. Oh boy, man, he was such a hyped prospect for Boston. Yeah.
Boston wishes they had him back.
No.
At least the Boston people in my chat do. In the
Yeah.
chat do.
Really?
In the
Okay.
Discord.
And
Yeah, they long for the days that Bobby Dalbec is still a Red Sox. Yep.
okay. And VR Mind, I'm one of those who completely whiffed on Andrew Vaughn. I loved him coming into the draft. I thought he was. He was going to be a star. Myers pitched from Milwaukee. Carrera looked like a star. Yeah. I like Carrera. Yeah, both Carrera brothers are. I like them both. And yeah, Tobias Maya. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's gonna be good.
Tobias. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I pronounced him German.
Yes.
It is a German name after all. And Myers.
I'm sure it's Tobias.
Where does Meyer come from, huh? From what country? Yeah. You know what a
Well,
Meyer?
Let's be honest, BR. Neither of the Contreras brothers are great players.
Well, I'm not so sure.
They're not great. They used to be good, but they're not great. Come on,
They
be
used
real.
to be good. I mean, they're what, 22, 23?
They're not that
good?
young. No way in hell. Contreras is like 33.
Not Contreras.
Wilson.
Guerrero.
I wasn't talking about Cuero. I was talking about the Contreras brothers.
I was in my mind. I was on Cuero. Yeah. You're completely correct with the Contreras. I think they were they did not fulfill what everybody thought that they would be.
The Williams brothers did. Or, what the hell am I saying? Wilson did okay last year.
Yeah, he was pretty good last year, but
That's why he was a 100 overall. He was really good
I thought
last
he was
year.
I thought he was the 100 overall was a little bit overrated, but okay. But okay, I would 99 would have been enough, but okay. That was my opinion. That's all. Nothing. Yeah, I could
Well, I
live with
just
him
love
being,
those 99s.
I could live with him being a 100, but yeah, I would still think that he was a little bit overrated. Whatever. Yeah, but Andrew Vaughn, man, I whiffed. That's probably my biggest draft whiff that I had so far. I really
Same draft as Bobby, right?
yeah, he's drafted 4th. And I was really, for a second, I thought, I wouldn't be mad if the Royals would take instead Bobby would take Andrew Vaughn. Wouldn't be mad.
I mean, I'm glad Andrew Vaughn found a place where he can actually play.
Yeah.
Seems
Hey,
like
big vagina.
he'll be good in Milwaukee, I think.
I don't know. I'll hope he'll just I'll hope he's finds a place with different coaches and where he just can sit down and reset everything and just start over.
Milwaukee, he'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'll root for him.
You like that 2017 draft a lot, don't you?
Yeah, that was a very good draft.
You know everybody in the first 10 picks.
Well, do I know everybody in the first 10 picks? I don't think I can know that. I mean, the first 4 are easy.
It's. I think I could get it. Gunnar, Bobby, Vaughn, and
No,
I'm not giving you the order. I'm just giving you the 4 people.
no, that's not true. Gunnar is a year later.
Gunner's a year later.
But the team is correct.
Just tell me who they are.
Adley.
Oh, that's right, Adley.
Adley, Julio, Bobby, Andrew Vaughn were the first 4. Yeah, and Vaughn is the only real bust.
I mean, if Julio don't pick it up, he's going to start being a bust.
Well, at least he won the Rookie of the Year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mainly because Adley was called up, I can't put it, too late? To win it? Hitting wise, Taubman. Taubman is almost hitting 300. Mike Taubman. Can you believe that? Diverman. That's what it means. German last name. Diverman.
Yeah, you told me that. That's what Pokemon means.
Look at that. Last 7, 367. Last 15, 333. Last 30, 292.
Excuse me for just a second, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Montgomery. He's been doing really well. Colson Montgomery. Look at look at that. Hey, I'm 12. 13 at bats, 5 hits. Sensational. Yeah, that gives the problem now is what they're doing with Lennon. Yeah, Lennon here at DH. They actually have a luxury problem now that they have Montgomery, they got Sosa, and they got Mydroth. Not sure who I would want to play there. That's kind of a luxury problem. Mydroth right now is in a slump here, but yeah, still. That is a luxury problem. Plus 2 catchers with Teal and Guerrero. But hey, that's trade bait too. Let's go on to the next game here. We got Milwaukee and the Dodgers. Freddie against Yamamoto. Well, we thought that this was going to be a pitching duel. Wah, wah, wah. The only pitcher who actually, did well was Freddie. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, 7 Ks. Classic Freddie. Man, he's good this year. Yeah, Yamamoto didn't get out of the first, only pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 earned runs, 5 runs altogether. Betts with a throwing effort, and Conforto with a throwing effort. Yikes. And gave up the home run to Vaughn. Andrew Vaughn, his 6th homer of the year. And he's close to 200, let's go. Yelich with his 18th homer. Yeah, I talked about that yesterday. It's always...
I was muted this whole time!
Yes, you were.
God damn it. I was talking to you and you didn't hear me.
No, of course not when you're muted. Is that your new mic, by the way?
No, it doesn't get here till Thursday.
Okay. That's what I thought.
You wish.
Sounds the
You
same.
wish it was my new mic.
It sounds the same. That's also, I was going,
It'll be better,
That's going to
worry.
be disappointing. Disappointing. Watani had 2 hits, though. Freeman had a hit.
When does Atani not have a hit?
Yeah, that's true. And look at who's back. James Outman is back.
Yeah, he was gone for a little while. Was he injured at the start of the year?
No, he was just bad.
He was just bad. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, they had Payas there at they had Payas, Teoscar, and Conforto there. Yeah, there was no room for Altman, who was actually bad. And Payas gave no reason to replace him. Now that Teoscar is injured, yeah, they brought back Altman back up here. But it's not going to be for long. Depends on, well, if he's hitting well, who knows? Because Teoscar has been sucking like a baby.
Like a baby.
That's the only thing. I really thought everybody was talking about, like, Royals should get Santander or Teoscar or whatever. And I was, in a way, thought, well, at least I don't like both there in Kansas City, but at least make an effort and make him an offer. And if they decline, then at least say, well, they declined. But they didn't even try to get them. It's that was just no, we're gonna stick with Melendez and Renfro. We got Cleveland wins 7-5 against the Astros. We already looked at that with that horrendous hit to Gordon's head. Yeah. And then J-Ram got the home run off him right after. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Let's forget about this game, man. I'm just gonna get mad again. I don't want to be mad. You got the Angels winning against Texas. DeGrom, maybe his worst start so far? 5 innings, gave up 3 earned runs. 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks. And a home run to Darno. Kikuchi wasn't better, actually he was worse. 5 innings, 4 earned runs. 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks, and a home run to Seager. But the bullpen made it for the Angels. Well, that's something that you rarely say, that the bullpen pulls out the game for the Angels. Usually they blow the game for the Angels. Angels with the walk-off here. Let's go. You got the walk-off. Excuse me. Intentionally walk off second Neto. They intentionally walk Neto, and then they walk Chanuel. They walk Chanuel in. They walk, and then Renifo scores with a walk.
Oh, yeah.
A walk-off walk. Ugh, yikes. Nothing worse for a pitcher to have a walk-on-walk. Of course it was Hobie Milner.
Yeah, you seem to be really high on him, and he sucks all of a sudden.
I know. That's the curse. If D-Block's high on you, you suck.
At least the Angels won, right?
Yeah, at least the Angels won. Baffle should be happy. Baffle should be happy. How do you like his new stream setup?
Pretty fancy.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, I got something new too, finally.
You got something new.
Yeah, I do. Does it work? Does it work?
Oh, your emoji explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know who's watching the Moo Hoodles now?
The fuck?
Kubai is watching Moo Hoodles. He got even gifted a sub yesterday or after Baffled stream.
The channel that you rated in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean.
Yeah, the science girl.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be mean.
No.
I wasn't. I was not trying to be mean. You know me, do you? Like, am I a mean person?
No, you're not. But when you hear science, you say nerd.
I mean, I'm a nerd. Look at me. Really?
Nerd.
Ah. Crappy. Fuck
The
'em, that's
D-backs
5,000.
win against the Padres, and like I said yesterday, this is basically a very important series for the D-backs here to stay in the hunt for a wildcard spot here. These are the games they have to win against the Padres, against the Giants from here on out, and they're doing a good job here so far. Got 9 hits against Yu Darvish, his first game. First game. Excuse me. Can't blame you, damn it.
you
Darvish
cannot blame
pitched
me.
for 3 2/3. Like I said, we don't know how long he's going. 3 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits. At least no home run. Zach Gallen had a pretty good game, and he has been a good stretch here now. So yeah, he is doing everything to be traded. If you look at the splits here, for June, he was still in the 6.23, blah, blah, blah. 2 games in July, very good. So we'll see what's going to happen here with
Mr. Who? What?
Mr. Gallen.
Mr. Gallen.
Mr. Gallen.
Mr. Gallen.
You had a great draft in 5L, and I get to play Assassin Squirrel in Round 1. Well, beat him!
I'm not sure who that is.
Assassin Squirrel?
Yeah.
He's one of those regulars in the 5 and 6L. Who usually goes very high.
It's
Naylor had his 11th home run. You always think that he would have more power, yeah? Josh Naylor.
I thought he was more of a contact guy.
Yeah, he's more like a line drive guy. He's more like a Billy Butler guy.
Butler.
Billy Butler was kind of like the same. You would think that he would be like a big-time home run guy, but he never was. Never hit 30 home runs.
Is Josh Naylor still young or no?
No, he's in his prime.
I guess he just wasn't a power hitter, I guess.
28. Right in his prime. No, he's a line drive hitter. He doesn't get the elevation there on his hits. Kind of like Hosmer never did, and Billy Butler never did. Which wasn't a big deal in Kansas City.
No, because you don't need to be a power hitter to be in Kansas City.
Let's go. We're having the last game. Philly, San Francisco.
There wasn't many games on the docket yesterday.
Yeah, it's typical Monday. Actually, there was a lot of games for a Monday.
A lot of games for a Monday.
Yeah, I thought so. We had, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 10 games. We had weeks where we had like 7 games or so. So far. Well, the Giants are also now at the 50-win mark.
Took them long enough to finally get there, but yeah, they got there.
Well, at least they got there. Like the Rockies will not get there.
Watch, the Rockies will get there just because you said that.
Yeah, now that I said that, yeah, of course. Always nice to see the Phillies bullpen lose a game. Warms your heart. Actually, that's the... it's Keckering this time. It's not Strom. Strom was usually the guy who blows the leads here.
Not all the time. But
Yeah,
yes.
but this time it's Keckering. Christopher Sanchez, though, great game here for him. 7 innings pitched, just 1 earned run on 7 hits on 8 Ks, and 1 walk. No home run. Great game. Well, doesn't matter. And yeah, one of the the Phillies are one of the worst offensive teams in the league. I don't think.
Oh, how?
Yeah,
I don't even know how.
Yeah, I don't know how either. It's just they're just bad. Offensively, they're just not hitting. They cannot. They had 6 hits, but they just cannot lump them together. They're 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. I don't know why. I don't know what's their problem and what their problem is.
Anybody with more than 2 hits or no?
No, it's just that's the thing. They're just no, they're not lumping them together. On the Giants side, you got 3 hits from Matt Chapman. He's back in the New
First
York
game
groove.
back. First
Devers-
game back.
First game back. Devers switches to DH.
He's been DH this whole time.
He was third base at times.
No, he's been DH the entire time he's been in that team.
Are you sure about that?
You really go ahead. You're gonna look it up anyways.
No, I'm gonna trust you here. I'm gonna trust
Wow.
that you're gonna correct yourself tomorrow if that's not true.
Oh, you're placing a bet on me, huh?
No, I'm placing responsibility on you. See, that's what grown-ups do with adolescents.
You're so funny.
Letting you grow
1, 2, 3, 4,
with
5,
more
6, 7,
responsibility comes more.
8. How about my foot up your ass?
You don't get that foot that high.
Down up your back, D-Block.
What?
He goes, what? D-Block, are you going to go play football now?
Yeah, probably.
You're really excited about it. You love the game, don't you?
I do. And I really did not appreciate that you shouted the interception counter.
I didn't see how many more you got.
Well, only one more.
So you're at 2.
I think I'm at 3 now.
Come on, you know it's a joke, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
I'm glad that this game allows you to take as much time as you want to open your store, and then it allows you to open your store.
Open your store.
I fill all the shelves before the store opens, and then I fill it as I go.
You're a
I
busy,
just bought a new cooler.
You're a busy bee.
Hell yeah, I love this game. I do this for a living in real life. Of course, I'm happy about it.
Most people don't want to do this stuff that they do during their workday in their free time.
Yeah, I'm a madman. You are an idiot! I'm not even done with buying products. Fuck Kumats.
You're misbehaving like a child.
I am a child. All right, D-Block, have fun playing football. I'll be lurking.
Minerva,
I'll be in chat.
Thank you very much for being here, my friend.
Yeah, I need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
It's already 10 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything.
Take a shower.
Oopsie. I showered a little bit, ready for work, because I work later.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
See you later, Minerva.
Bye-bye.
And I am going to change here from sports to EA Sports. College football 26. Let's get ready for college football. There we go. Of course, we have to switch the hats.